Good morning, everybody. We are here. We're looking good. We're ready to go. We got Chris first in the chat. Jason, Chris, Gen G, Chris, the one, Chris, Jason. All of you guys. So glad to have you in here right now. Let's check the market, see what's going on so far today. We've got AMC in the top left-hand side of the screen sitting at $2.71. It's up 0.60%. GameStop, $27.40, up 2.5% on the day today. Shiba Inu Coin, bottom right-hand side of the screen, sitting at $14.90. Trying. I'm telling you, man. Shiba Inu Coin is having a tough time. Look at this. 15 wicked up, couldn't break. 15 wicked up, couldn't break. 15 wicked up, can it break? That is the question. Now, we are having a very, very good day today. Bitcoin is high, Solana is high, Ethereum's high. All of these prices are doing very well. And Shiba Inu Coin trying to knock through that 1,500 point per coin level. If it can break, we could easily see a run. I don't have the 200-day moving average on my screen right here, but about 1,900 points per coin is the 200-day moving average, and Shiba Inu Coin could see a very nice move to the upside to about 1,900 points per coin if it breaks this resistance at 1,500 points per coin. So pay attention to that one. You get Solana, $169. Looking very good. Look at the hourly chart here. Solana on a nice run from 140 up to 176. Back down a little bit right now to 169, but looking pretty good. Go out even further. Go to the daily. You can see that Solana has been coming off these $95 bottoms to $169 right now. Looking solid. You've got the NASDAQ. NASDAQ down just slightly on the day today, sitting 0.17% lower. Solana up. Dogecoin up. SHIB up. ETH up. You got Bitcoin up. SPY sitting at 564, down just slightly. QQQ 487, down just slightly. Molinado 20 cents, exactly where we said it was gonna go. They'll probably reverse split again soon. Sundial sitting at $1.30. Netflix $11.41. Tesla sitting at, guys, if Molinado reverse split, let's say they did a 1 for 10 to get the price back up to $2. That's gonna take is 15 trillion dollar price point, and it's going to make Molinado's historical price $150 trillion per share. Okay, if the United States would have bought 2 shares at the current levels, we'd essentially be bankrupt. Okay, that's all the debt the United States has incurred throughout its entire history. So if the United States would have gone out and bought 1 share of Molinado back in 2010, I mean, I say United States because nobody can afford this. It would be bankrupt. Think about that. How is this company still in existence? 1 share, the entire world would be bankrupt if they bought Molinado 10 years ago. This stock literally could have bankrupted the world if it bought in just 10 years ago. And yet somehow this idiot is still able to go out there, sell shares, dilute investors, and run the largest scam in the world. It's nuts. Sundial sitting at $1.31. Netflix sitting at $11.40. Tesla sitting at $296, up 4% of the day today. Amazon break even. Apple. Why is the NASDAQ down if Amazon, Apple, and Tesla are all doing well? And Soxel sitting at $13.78 today. Was it $14.50? Coming back down to about break even after a very nice gain this morning. Bitcoin sitting at 102,659. We are going to watch these bad boys play out and hopefully bounce off. This is pretty strong support now. Bitcoin down here at the $102,000 level, testing over the last 48 hours. 24 hours. Bitcoin holding up at 102. Hopefully it continues to bounce off this level, which is what it's attempting right now. Moving back up and testing some all-time highs. Well, you're going to be watching that play out right there. Happy Friday to you as well, Gen G. Forgot it was Friday. Well, good news all around, Chris. Oscar Ramos made the biggest mistake, selling his SHIB for XRP. The one, yeah, Shiba Inu Coin doing very well right now. Do you know when? I mean, I don't watch all of his videos, right? So I don't know when he would have sold SHIB for XRP. Do you know when it was? The one? Morning to you, Nick F. Glad to have you in here, man. Hopefully you're having a great Friday as well. Honestly, I ain't even opened a Robinhood in the longest time. Nothing wrong with that, man. Clay, dude, I want to sell new covered calls on Soxel, but on the monthly, we're looking like it's still going up after a breather today. Yeah, and you know what? I think, Frank, I feel you on that. So, Soxel overall, man, seems to have hit a very strong long-term level of support. So we had this weekly graph on here, support, major support. Down here at 787, right? That's where I got this line, bounced to 723, and is now moving up off that level. Slowly, but surely moving up off that level. But, yeah, dude, one of the things that I think could lead to a lot of growth as well, trade deals between China, because a lot of the tariff talk really hit Soxel hard, okay? A lot of that tariff fear really hit Soxel hard. So as those tariff fears kind of fade, I believe Soxel will rebound. So sell some covered calls if you want to, man. It might be a little bit more of a conservative approach to guarantee yourself some money, but I think it's looking pretty good overall. Running into a little resistance around the 50-day moving average right here, which is expected. Anytime you're bouncing off a moving average or approaching a moving average, you might run into some resistance or support. But nonetheless, dude, it breaks that level to the upside. We could be back up to $27, $30 in a matter of days for Soxel. I mean, the president did tell you guys to go out and buy stocks, didn't he? Psh, anybody go out and buy stocks? I'm sitting on some cash, but not in my Webull account, right? I've got some crypto. I've got some USDT that I deployed yesterday, and it's doing very well already. I got into the Solana just on yesterday's buys, I think around 159, 160. Ethereum. Luckily, right, I swapped some Ethereum yesterday, and then I'm like, you know what? It's having a really good day. I'm going to buy some more. So I swapped some Ethereum, and then I went back in and bought more at about $2,050. So, glad that I bought more Ethereum. Added to Shiba Inu Coin yesterday at 1,400 points per coin. So, looking pretty good. About a 6-7% gain from where I bought SHIB. I added more Pepe yesterday at about the 1,000 point per coin mark. So, it's up 20%. That's looking pretty good. I bought some Loose or Lucy, whatever it is. A little Solana meme coin. Didn't move at all over the last 24 hours. So, nothing to write home there about. Daddy. I bought a little Daddy yesterday. Didn't move. Did not add more Mother, but I got a lot of Mother, and it's up 14% of the day today. Trump doing pretty well. Where is Trump? 1390 right now. Trump sitting at 1390. Hit 1480. Back down to 1390. So it's seen some volatility alongside Solana. Melania sitting at 37 cents. Not bad. Hopefully it bounces back up a little bit. Did not add... You know what? I did add a little Melania futures. I did add a little Melania futures. I put the full... Well, what I thought was the full list in the Discord. I may have added a couple more things, not 100% sure, but that's where it's at right now. Hoping for a nice day today, and glad that I had those orders go out yesterday, because so far, so good. Dude thought he was going to make 10x on XRP. Not a chance. Well, dude, if he got in at if he got in at 50 cents, it was a very good choice. So I don't know when he got in. Do you know? Honestly, I didn't even open around and saw it. Clay saw that. I need a gallon of coffee. You know, it's funny. I drink like some creatine with my orange juice, and a little bit of like vitamins with my orange juice in the morning, and then I make some coffee after the live stream, and then I finish my videos. So Genji, I feel you. A little earlier for you than it is for me, but yeah, I'll be making some coffee after the live stream, and just one cup, just having a cup of coffee after the live stream. I don't know. I don't need it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need it, but it kind of helps, because if I get a little tired in the afternoon, and especially on days, and this shouldn't be the way that it is, guys, but it is, right? Some of these days when the market is down and views are down and sentiment is down, it just feels sluggish, dude. And I know that it shouldn't, right? I don't make these. I want views, right? Because views equal more money, and you know, higher prices equal more excitement and all of that stuff. But a lot of the times, man, you get caught up in the fact that I'm making these videos for everybody else. I'm making these videos and nobody cares. I'm making these videos. Why do I even make these videos if nobody wants to watch this? So, dude, you know, the same way that I kind of have to tell myself to just push through on the crypto prices and my portfolio and stocks and so on when stuff's moving down, you got to push through some days when you're feeling sluggish and you don't want to make a video. You got to go out there, man, and make a video, bring the news, all that stuff. So coffee does help, especially if you're looking at a slow and sluggish day. Like, hypothetically, could that be the next thing, how Trump did with tariffs? Lower yours and we'll lower ours. Forget the debt we owe and we'll call it square. Maybe, Chris. I don't think, and I might be misunderstanding your question there. I don't think that he's going to renegotiate debt with tariffs. I do think that the tariffs are a little bit more to level the playing field for trade. Right? We didn't go out there and issue tariffs on countries that weren't beating the crap out of us with tariffs. So, and I don't know all of the numbers. I just know what China's at about 100% right now, because China had very heavy tariffs on the United States. So, of course, you know, you look at China, China's going to buy Chinese goods, and of course China's going to be able to sell Chinese goods to everybody, and they can't import Chinese goods, or they can't import US goods because there's a 100% tariff on anything imported into China. So, and I don't think that the United States necessarily wants to manufacture and import or export into China. I don't know if we do or not. I don't have any intention on selling anything to Chinese consumers. But, yeah, dude, to bring those tariffs down a little bit, you're right. Will he do it with debt, though? I doubt it. But at this point, dude, I think anything's on the table, man. I think anything's on the table. I don't know. I think anything's on the table with it, but that's not where I see it going, and certainly not where I see tariffs going, right? I don't think tariffs are out there to negotiate debt. But like I said, I may have misunderstood your the question. We're talking about tariffs in negotiating debt. I do, Alien Head. Send me a stock. I want to check out a stock, man. There's a token called Mother. Oh, yeah. The one, man. You got to go get some Mother, dude. Check it out. It's actually doing pretty well from its recent lows. Up about 4. Yeah, about 4x. Had a nice little run from about 3.7 cents, or 0.37 cents to 2.2 cents. Back down as some idiots take profit. They always do. And now it's on its way back up again. Iggy Azalea, actually. You know the singer? I'm so fancy, you already know. Well, the one is done for the weekend. She's the one that launched this token, man. And the crazy thing is, right? A lot of people hate these celebrity tokens. She has literally been active on X every single day. I mean, X is her platform compared to, YouTube being mine. I've been active every day on YouTube, so it's not like, oh, phenomenal. Somebody can post every day. But, dude, she's been active every single day on X, talking about this token, talking about her community, engaging with her community, and it's done a very good job of bouncing off the lows that it hit. And it was trading at 25 cents a couple days after it launched back in 2024. So, dude, it could hit 20x gains. If it hits 20x gains, I highly doubt. I'd have to wake up with it at 25 cents. I will be selling before it hits 25 cents if I get the chance. But, dude, if it hits 25 cents, I will be very, very happy. Very happy. Have a look at June 20th, CLSK, $10 cash secured puts. What those bad boys paying, man? June 20th. That's actually funny. My dad sold some, puts or calls? What did you say? I'm not selling any puts on CleanSpark, but I do have a lot of calls. All right, well, look at the puts. But I could sell some calls. $10 CleanSpark cash secured puts for the 20th. June 20th. Dang, man, why is it coming back down so much today? It was doing nice earlier. It had 988 back down to 875. What kind of a clown move is that, dude? Let's see. Options. Calls. $10 calls at 70 cents, man. 7%, not bad for a month, right? Puts. He wants puts. $1.77, man. Not bad at all. And coming back down a little bit. Yeah, dude. 17%. Now, that is... I mean, you are assuming that CleanSpark should go above that level because it's only trading at 872 right now. So, you're only like 40 cents in the money there if you're selling those cash secured puts. If CleanSpark does not move in price. Unfortunately, I believe CleanSpark had a bad earnings report yesterday. Yeah, 49 cent per share loss yesterday. Net income of negative $138 million. Dude, these guys, they pay their executives way too much or something. I didn't look at their financials, but they were literally buying Bitcoin when Bitcoin was like 80,000. They just made a 20% profit. Millions of dollars. They just made millions of dollars on the Bitcoin that they bought. So yeah, dude. Nonetheless, I'm sitting there hoping my CleanSpark goes back up to $12. I will be selling some cover calls on the CleanSpark that I have around that 12 to 12.50. My average is like 12.39 or something. So if I can get out of CleanSpark at 12.50, I wouldn't mind selling some kind of far out of the money puts on CleanSpark. See, the problem is, dude, this is the problem. Bitcoin is now back up to all-time highs, right? Bitcoin's back up to all-time highs. Where the heck is mine? Let's just go back to CleanSpark. Bitcoin's back up to all-time highs. Oh, stocks was way up here. That's weird. But look where CleanSpark is. Right? CleanSpark should be $20 a share. They mine Bitcoin. So the problem is obvious. When they start to make money, when Bitcoin starts going up, they dilute their shares. Okay? They issue more debt. They make stupid decisions. And yes, they pay very nice options when I can trade options. I'm kind of far out, and I don't want to go that far out because Bitcoin moves fast. So I don't want to go months out on my covered calls. But dude, their business is Bitcoin. Yet, look at the difference, man. Early 2024 with Bitcoin at, where was it? $69,000, $70,000 in early 2024. They're trading at $20. Now Bitcoin's at $100,000 and they're trading at $8. It's because when you start getting idiots run your companies, they run them into the stinking ground, man. So with all of that being said, I would not mind selling my covered calls at $12, $12.50, letting them take my shares if I make some nice premiums, and either reinvesting into something else or like a GBTC Grayscale Bitcoin Trust or something along those lines. And you guys couldn't see a single thing. Oh my gosh. Just trust me. Trust me when I tell you that I was. JB, man, did you see it? Or you just... How did you know that I had a lighter in my hand? How did you know? The heck is wrong with JB, dude? He's got my room bugged or something? How do you know I was clicking a lighter? This dude is wild, man. Is the microphone that good? You can hear this? You can hear that? You can hear that? Dang, dude. I gotta be careful what I say about you guys. Shoot. I gotta be careful what I think about you guys, man, because you guys might be able to hear my thoughts. Ah, jeez, man. In China, 400,000 square foot Temu warehouse burned down. Damages was in the hundreds of dollars. Frank, is that a joke, Frank? We need to come up with a token called Show Me the Money. Eddie, it probably exists, man. Go look, see if it exists. CLSK in the process of upgrading their mining centers, higher efficiency rigs, and powering with new self-sufficient systems. I was on the earnings call last night. Yeah, dude, they better be doing something because I can't believe they had a $139 million loss. Cover calls at $12 as well. Mine just cost about $6. Doing a lot better. How did you get your... My gosh. You've been selling that many... You've been selling that many covered calls to get your cost down to $6? Or did you average down like crazy when it was at 7? I didn't average down at all, man. I didn't average down at all. Hey, check out the DBOEY. If you want to get into this one, it's one of... I got it. Clay's got a freaking torch. No, I really do like fire. I don't smoke or anything like that. But my mom got me a lighter for Christmas one year because I really like fire. Gotta be careful what you say on the internet, man. I've like starting fires since I was a kid. Now, every fire that starts in Ohio, people are gonna be like, oh, Clay's to blame. Yeah. Gotta be careful what you say to you guys. Especially since you can hear everything. Apparently. DBOE. Nope, not Dobie. Oh! Yeah, dude. See, the nice thing... Okay, this one... 10x gains in the last 15 years, not bad, because a lot of stuff is up 15x since the bottom of 2009. But there's like no pullback in this, man. Sure, this would be annoying to own in 2020, and then you don't even make a single gain until 2023. Like, that's annoying. You didn't have a loss. You were just sitting steady, moving back and forth between 16 and $17. But, dude, slow, steady growth. No downside. This is the kind of stock that guys that can't deal with risks need to buy. My brother would probably like this stock. DBOE. Now, Solana might make a guy a little nervous. You know what I mean? You got Solana ripping up from $2 to $300, back down to $8, back to $300, back down to $100. Hey, gonna hit $500. We're going, dude. We're gonna make so much money. Bull market is about to break off, man. We're about to make so much money. It's gonna be crazy. You guys better be prepared for the gains. You guys better be prepared for the gains, man. I'm ready for the gains. Let's see. Talking about me with the developer with the devil's lettuce. Something. Hey, read my comment about China, please. Where's it at? Oh, if China or someone said, we'll lower the tariffs if you take away half our debt. That's the only deal they want to do. Quite possibly, but I don't think that I don't think we would agree that. That's just me guessing though, right? That's me guessing. I mean, I guess anything is up for negotiation, man. I guess anything's up for negotiation, but I don't see that being a. I don't see that being a play, but what do I know, man? I'm not at the negotiating table. Let's see. Is Pepe gonna pass SHIB in price? Ooh, they're both 4 zeros. SHIB's 4 zeros and a 15. Pepe's 4 zeros and a 12, right? Is that where we're at? Four zeros. Ooh. Ooh. Dude, what if Pepe flips SHIB? What if Pepe flips SHIB, not just in price, but in market cap? Ooh. That'd be dangerous, man. Farcoin all-time high? No. Dang, Farcoin was $2. Down to 21 cents? And you guys weren't buying Farcoin at 21 cents? Oh my gosh. Dude, I bought Dog with Hat, I think it's like 40 and 50 cents. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty nice there. Did not add any AI 16Z. Did you guys see Moodang up 222% this week? Can you guys just please make Trump and Mother like double in price? Triple? Can we wake up tomorrow and Trump's trading at $40? And Mother's trading at 4 cents. Golly, bomb. Why can't you guys just go out there and send this stuff? After I heard that out loud, I feel like we just call it and stop trading or negotiate, like you said. Yeah, it's something. Because me, if like I'm saying I'm not in charge of making the trade deal, right? I probably wouldn't do it, but dude, I guess anybody can bring anything to the table, man. Been in that stock since November 10, 2023. Dang, alien head. Very nice gain, man, because it's had an exponential rally since the end of, what, 2022 or beginning of 2023 there? Very nice, man. Where do I think Crow is going? You know what, K King? Excellent question. Nowhere. And I say that because I lost a lot of respect for Crypto.com. 10 cents, right? It's had a pretty good move from 8 cents to 10 cents. But, dude, I don't know. I forget what day it was now. Maybe in this area right here in March. But when they went out and essentially reminted 70 billion burned Crow, 70% of the supply was burned. And they reissued it, essentially tripling the overall supply of Crow against the community's wishes, simply because they're like Adam Aaron, man. They wanted more quivers in there, more arrows in their quiver. They wanted more tools in their tool chest, war chest. They wanted some money, billions of dollars in their war chest. Dude, when you reissue burned tokens, I don't have any respect left for you. So, I don't know, man. I used to really like Crow. I used to say the Crow was on its way back up to $1, that we were going to see these 2021 price highs again. And then a couple months ago, they went out and reminted 70 billion burned. They were burned, guys. When you send it to a burn address, it means that it's gone forever. And these idiots went out there and reminted it. So I lost probably all my respect for Crypto.com and Kronos in that regard, man. I really, really liked them before they did that, but I don't like them that much anymore. All right, bros, have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay positive, stay healthy. Clay loaded up on Block Tag yesterday. We're going to make money on this asset. Be ready. And I am excited. There's a lot of catalysts coming up, guys. There's a lot of catalysts coming up. We got Wagyu. We got Block Tag. We've got Trump Dinner. We've got a lot of stuff that hopefully drives these prices higher on a few of these assets. Bro, please analyze and tell me about Trump meme coin. Oh, I love Trump, man. Trump is a very, very, I guess, large asset of mine. I don't know where you want to look at it. We can look at it on CoinMarketCap here. But, yeah, that's on my other Chrome tab. Trump's sitting at 1390 right now. Touched about 1485 this morning. Comes back down to 1390 right now. It's up 12% on the day today. A tiny little $2 billion market cap. Now, it is making its way back from these $10 recent lows that it hit. It spiked up on this news right here that Trump was going to be hosting a dinner. Okay? Comes off the $7 lows, hits 15 bucks. Comes back down. It's on its way back up, testing these resistance levels once again. Bitcoin running into resistance around 105. Solana running into resistance around 170. Trump running into resistance around the $15 level again. Trying to break through. In my personal opinion, I am biased because I do want it to go up. I believe Trump has a lot of positive catalysts. The Trump dinner is one of them, and I believe you need to be registered by May 12th. So I actually expect some more buying in anticipation of people buying their way into that dinner. From there, dinner takes place on the 22nd. I also believe that you're going to see some sort of incentives for owning Melania as well. So keep that in mind. But one of the things that I like about Trump that not a lot of people talk about is that it is a USA token, right? It is second to Dogecoin in terms of overall USA-made meme coins. Very high trading volume. $2.7 billion traded. It's equivalent of Dogecoin, even though Dogecoin's got a market cap 10 times higher than what Trump is. So it is definitely up there in terms of gunning for an ETF. Right? I believe that meme coins will have ETFs. I believe that USA-made tokens are going to be receiving preferential treatment. And I think that I am very happy to own Trump. Now, with that being said, okay, I'm a little ways away from a major milestone that I would like to hit. Yes, I believe that Trump can go back up above $50 per coin. I believe they can hit all-time highs, right? I believe that when people finally realize, the perks and benefits of owning these coins, when meme coins get ETFs, all of this, we could see gains. But I'm still a ways away, right? Trump doubling is not that far off or far-fetched. Mother doubling, these tiny little meme coins, they can see these gains. It's not that far-fetched. I would have to see some bigger gains in like Ethereum and so on, and it's not as easy for Ethereum or Solana to double in price as it is for a meme coin. But I'm close to the point, not that close, but if these prices go up heavily, I'm close to the point where I will be essentially reformatting my portfolio because I will have met a very nice long-term goal. After that, right? So if Trump hits $50, yeah, I'm going to be closing my position, but I'm going to reassess my position. Okay, so I'm going to close out, and I'm going to say, okay, I want to get into this. My portfolio may be a little bit more conservative at that point. So I may buy Trump again, but it may be less Trump than I have right now. But that does not mean that I don't think that 50 is the all-time high that it's ever going to hit. Right? I don't know how high it's going to go. I just know what my portfolio looks like, what my goals are, and I have to make decisions based on that. So same deal for Mother, right? If I wake up tomorrow, Mother's trading at 5 cents, and I close out, it doesn't mean that I don't think it's going to go to 10 cents. It just means that I have to reassess the situation, and I guess invest accordingly. Mother will probably pump on Mother's Day. There's a community giveaway and other stuff going on. Crypto. Oh, that's interesting. Is Mother's Day this weekend? Is Mother's Day on Sunday? Wouldn't that be nice? Dude, wouldn't that be nice if Wagyu Cash comes out tomorrow and I'm up like 10x on that, and then Mother comes out on Mother's Day and I'm up like 3x more on that, and then Trump's dinner catalyst is the next day and he triples in value. Oh my gosh, dude. We want gains. We want gains. We want gains. Yeah, Giovanni, man. What a different time it is. What a different time it is. Now YouTube doesn't literally ban you for saying that. Wonder what happened. It's almost like an election. Kind of knocked some sense into him. Where are we at? Well, if I was in charge, someone did that to me, I'd feel like, okay, buzz off. But that's a lot of money leverage that any big government won't want to let go. Yeah, dude. Well, especially if you're talking about trillions of dollars, man. Crowing against the community like SHIB team does? Yeah, Giovanni. 100%, man. 100%. But here's the crazy thing. Some people still trust the SHIB ecosystem. I trust the SHIB community. I don't trust the ecosystem team. People still trust crypto.com. I do not. I cannot. I cannot stand. Like, that's like the ultimate no. Like, do not reissue burned tokens. Right? Don't do that. Could be wrong, though. That being said, though, Clay, is the debt at this point more leverage or just made up? We won't ever make it up. Yeah. I mean, Chris, in my opinion, I don't think there's any intention to ever pay off debt, right? Even some people that live their personal lives have no intentions of ever becoming debt free, right? They're gonna go out there and borrow money to buy a house, and then as they pay that down, they're gonna borrow money to buy a car, and as they pay that down, they're gonna go borrow money to buy another car. You know, people never really have any intentions of getting out of debt, and that to me is crazy, right? I don't have any debt, but some of these people that just want to carry debt their entire life is a concept that I don't understand. But I believe that that's the way the United States is as well. Even if we were to pay down dramatically the debt that we have, people would borrow again. The United States would borrow again. And then they'd print more money. And then, dude, it's this endless cycle of, like, we're in charge, so why would we pay for it? And the crazy thing is, you notice that with these companies as well. CleanSpark, for example, or MicroStrategy, for example, all of these companies, dude, they go out there and let's say they want to buy a 1,000 Bitcoin. They don't buy it with money they have. They issue debt. They issue more equity in their company. They do not go out there and run a business. They go out there and use other people's money to buy assets. It's crazy, man. And then they have no intentions of actually paying it back. If the debt starts to go down, all they're going to do is go borrow more and buy more with it. Everybody's under this idea that there's like unlimited leverage and it's never going to end. So yeah, I don't think they have any intentions of paying it down, man. Bro, is that possible? It will hit high before Trump dinner meme. I think it is possible, right? Now, do I think it's going to go back up to $70 this weekend? No, but I do think that it could see a nice rally this weekend. People will be buying. I think Trump dinner right now is like 10 grand, 15, 20 grand or something. So people are willing to pay more than $15,000 to have dinner with Trump, especially because you don't even need to spend that money. You just need to go buy the coin, right? So it's not even like they're spending it. They still have that coin that they can sell later. So, yeah, man, I think that we're going to see a nice inflow, or should see a nice inflow, with people that want to go have dinner with Trump. Let's see, XRP to 1,000. Wouldn't that be nice, man? Wouldn't that be nice? No soup for you! Are you allowed to say... Are you even allowed to reference what that guy is on YouTube? What's YouTube's... You even allowed to say that? Gosh, dude, isn't it funny, man? You have to worry about quoting a Seinfeld episode. Can you predict price rate before Trump dinner? Yeah, Mr. Singh. Anywhere between like where we're at right now and $25 would be my guess, right? I could be wrong, but that would be my guess. And I'm hoping. That's almost also my hope, not just my guess. Trump at 33 before dinner. I would love Trump at 33. I would highly consider selling. I would highly consider selling my Trump if it hits 33. I really want 40. I'd love 50. But I'd consider selling at 33. Not because I don't think it's going up, but because that puts my overall portfolio in a position where I really want it to be. I want that to be clear, right? I think that it can go back up above 33. I'd have to reassess the situation and go back in with a new mindset and all of that. XRP at $1,000. Where was it at right now? 136, 5x increase. Let's just call it 500 million to make it easy, or 500 billion to make it easy. $10, 100x from there. 500 billion, 5 trillion, $50 trillion, man. Too high. It'd be the market cap of the entire stock market. Entire stock market is worth about 50 trillion. It'd be worth, I believe, 2.5 times gold. I think gold's around 20 trillion right now. But XRP at 1,000, just quick math, and it actually might be a little bit more. Probably around the $50 trillion price point, market cap. No, it wouldn't even be. It wouldn't. More like 100 trillion. Yeah. I think about 50, maybe between 50 and 60. I'm just doing some basic math, right? I see $136 billion market cap. Bring that down to 100 to make it nice and easy. Multiply it by 5 to get it to $10. That's a $500 billion market cap. Multiply that by 10, takes you to $100. 500 billion is 5 trillion. Multiply that by 10 to get it to $1,000. 5 trillion times 10 is 50 trillion. So, yeah. 50, 60 trillion. Just very, very, and that's rounding a lot, so it could be 60. Where my baby at? Come here. Come on. Come on. Love from India. Love from Ohio. Sorry, Mr. Singh, I don't know how to say your name. Abhinav? If I'm saying that wrong, I'm very sorry. Never pronounced that name before in my life. But Mr. Singh, I can say. So thank you very much for being in here, man. Finally got an answer on the 50 mil XRP settlement. What was the answer, Jason? Thought process is $100 in 10 years. Yeah, see, that's a lot more plausible, right? And look, 10 years from now, dude, think 10 years ago, right? 2015. Nobody cared about crypto. Bitcoin was trading at what? $1,000? It 100x. It was the largest crypto in the world, and 100x from where it was in 2015. So 10 years from now, dude, right? People were making fun of Bitcoin. People were making fun of the dude for buying a pizza 10 years ago with his Bitcoin, and calling everybody idiots for buying Bitcoin at $400, $500 in 2015. You know, governments would never touch it. It's all illicit. It's a terrible asset. Doesn't exist. It's fake. It's digital. You can't touch it. Now you got governments talking about it. You got institutions buying billions of dollars worth of it. So you go down the road 10 years from now. No, you don't know. Nobody knows what this world's going to look like 10 years from now. Dude, actual dollars might not even exist anymore. You know? Actual dollars might not even exist. We might be in a completely digital world. Bitcoin could be king. Digital assets like XRP could be commonplace. And yeah, $5 trillion market cap on one of the largest coins in the world would not be crazy. That's just Bitcoin right now, hitting a $200,000 to $250,000 price point. Don't forget, in 5 years, they expect it to be $2 million per coin. So, yeah, we could easily see XRP rising. Tap that like button, my friend. Do it. Have an awesome weekend, bros. We want gains. We want gains. We want gains. How much would be needed? How much Trump would be needed right now to make 100,000? Oh, I don't know. Maybe 7,000. Trump sitting at $13-14 in that range right there. If it was at $10, you would need 10,000 Trump. So $15, you would need. Oh jeez. I don't know. 6.6 thousand maybe. So 7,000, 7,500 Trump, somewhere in that area. Guys, it is 1 o'clock. Get your names in the chat right now. We got a busy afternoon. More videos. Got to go to the store. More videos. All that good stuff. We'll do some shout-outs. Please watch the videos. The views have started to go back up because people are excited about the price action, which is very nice to see. But it's It's not guaranteed. So please watch the videos. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Shout out to Tox, man. Abhinav Singh, have a great one. We got Giovanni, Tox, Janesh, have a great one, man. Giovanni, Tox, Giovanni, Mr. Singh, see you later, Giovanni, Jason, Giovanni, Frogman, have a great one. SD, Gen G, Tox. We got Giovanni, Jason. We've got SD, Chris, Giovanni, all of you guys. You know what time it is. You want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.